Hi, everyone. We're on Patreon. Find the link in the show notes. Show off your love for being curious with the official Info on the Go merch.
Whether you're sipping your coffee from our sleek mug, staying warm in one of our cozy hoodies, or rocking that fun fact inspired t shirt, or just carrying one of your essentials in our reusable tote bag, you'll be repping curiosity and style everywhere you go.
Each item is designed with our curious, on the go community in mind, and every purchase helps support the show. Wear it, sip it, carry it. Info on the Go is more than a podcast, it's a way of life.
Patreon, find the link in the show notes. Hi, I'm William,
I'm Kat,
and that makes this Info on the Go.
answering questions you want to know.
So, Kat, have you ever heard of the Bermuda Triangle?
Yes, but I don't think we're talking about that on this episode.
Correct, we are not, but we are talking about something that's just a little lesser known, but is comparable when it comes to the mysterious and unexplained.
Is it aliens or not?
Lake Michigan Triangle on this episode of Info on the Go.
The Lake Michigan Triangle is a mysterious region in Lake Michigan, often linked to the infamous Bermuda Triangle due to its history of unexplained disappearances, shipwrecks, and strange occurrences.
The triangle is generally defined by 3 points: Ludington, Michigan, Benton Harbor, Michigan, and Manitowoc, Wisconsin.
Let's talk about some notable incidents.
Now, let's do that first. So, the legend of Lake Michigan Triangle dates back for centuries.
The Lake Michigan Triangle has its mysterious beginnings as early as 1679 with the vanishing of Le Griffon, a French sailing ship.
The vessel loaded with fur departed La Grande Baia, modern day Green Bay, bound for Lake Erie, but never arrived.
Theories surrounding its fate include destruction by a violent storm, an attack by Native American tribes, or sabotage by its own crew.
However, no definitive evidence has ever been found.
Another unexplained disappearance occurred in 1891 when the schooner Thomas Hume set sail from Chicago, braving the storm, while its companion vessel, the Ruse Simmons, chose to remain behind.
The Thomas Hume never reached its destination, leading to speculation that it had sunk due to the storm or collided with another ship.
It wasn't until 2006 that its wreck was discovered, intact, suggesting the ship had succumbed to the elements rather than an accident.
The Rosabella, a two-masted schooner, met an eerie fate on multiple occasions.
In 1875, a ferry found the vessel capsized in the lake with its crew missing.
It was rediscovered and continued sailing, only to vanish again in 1921 under similar circumstances.
The schooner was once more found overturned with no signs of its crew.
I don't know about you, but I don't think I would want to be getting back on that ship.
Right, that sounds very ominous.
Yeah, I mean,
Very much like bad luck.
the first time it would be like, you know what, guys, the crew is gone. I think I'm good. I'm gonna sit this one out. But y'all go ahead, okay?
Right.
While damage on its stern suggested a collision, the Coast Guard dismissed this theory, deepening the mystery.
One of the most perplexing disappearances in the triangle was that of Captain George R. Donner in 1937. Was that related to the Donner Party?
I was just about to ask the same question, right? After navigating his coal freighter, the O.M. McFarland, through ice floes, Donner retired to his cabin.
Hours later, when his crew attempted to wake him, they found the door locked from the inside, but the captain was nowhere to be found.
Despite these extensive searches, Donner was never seen again.
A more modern tragedy unfolded with the disappearance of Northwest Orient Airlines Flight 2501 in 1950.
The flight carrying 55 passengers and 3 crew navigated into a storm over Lake Michigan before vanishing.
Witnesses near Benton Harbor reported hearing an explosion and seeing flashes of light.
The next day, search efforts uncovered an oil slick and scattered debris, including human remains.
However, no substantial wreckage was ever found, and theories about the cause range from turbulent weather to UFO involvement.
Wow. So is it aliens or not?
Right.
In 1998, an experienced pilot, Donald Scheller, and his passenger, Donovan Rodriguez disappeared while flying an Aereo L-39 Albatross jet over the lake.
Despite calm weather and extensive searches, no wreckage was found.
Later, sonar investigations detected possible aircraft remains at a depth of 450 feet, but no dive was conducted to confirm the discovery.
Each of these incidents adds to the mystique of the Michigan Triangle, fueling speculation about its dangers.
Despite extensive searches, only small debris and human remains were ever recovered.
There are some possible explanations.
Theories attempting to explain the strange phenomenon in the Lake Michigan Triangle range from natural causes to paranormal speculation.
Harsh weather conditions, the lake's elongated shape, and wind patterns can create massive waves and dangerous currents leading to shipwrecks.
Lake Michigan is notorious for its unpredictable and often dangerous weather conditions. These have played a significant role in the numerous shipwrecks and disappearances associated with the Lake Michigan Triangle.
The lake's unique geography and meteorological patterns contribute to sudden squalls, storms, and extreme waves, making navigation particularly hazardous.
Lake Michigan is prone to rapidly developing squalls, which are intense, short lived storms characterized by strong winds, heavy rain, and turbulent waters.
These squalls can form with little warning, catching sailors and pilots off guard.
And if you're sailing along and you're not prepared for a storm and one just pops out of nowhere, like I could see how that could be very devastating.
Right. Yeah. Uh, and it kills me because it's a lake. Like, you wouldn't think a lake would have such big waves or anything like that. But I mean, it is in the middle of our continent over here, like dead middle. So I can imagine that it gets all kinds of stuff from the north and south as far as wind patterns go.
The lake's elongated shape allows wind to accelerate across its surface, creating violent gusts that can capsize boats and disorient aircraft. So if you got these huge gusts of wind coming through, like I don't know much about, I'm not a pilot and I don't play one on TV either, but I would think that would be something that could be catastrophic.
Oh, for sure. I mean, I can only imagine. I don't play one on TV either. Um,
It is an old joke from my childhood.
I can see that. I can see that.
Yeah.
um, but yeah, no, like I said, you get north and south winds coming in from that way. Unlike seismic tsunamis caused by earthquakes, meteo tsunamis are large waves triggered by atmospheric disturbances, such as sudden changes in air pressure associated with storms.
These waves can reach heights of several feet, posing a serious threat to boats and coastal areas.
Lake Michigan experiences around 100 meteo tsunamis each year, with some reaching 8 feet or more, causing flooding and damage.
Wow. Over 100 of those a year, or around about 100 a year.
Right.
Yeah.
That's wild.
A siege is a phenomenon where strong winds push water to one side of the lake, creating a temporary rise in water levels. Oh,
Mm.
wow.
So not just a push and pull, just a push.
Man, Lake Michigan's got a lot going on it.
For sure. When the wind subsides, the water rushes back, creating oscillating waves that can last for hours or even days.
These waves can overwhelm docks, flood shorelines, destabilize vessels, making navigation extremely difficult.
That's wild. All for a lake.
Yeah,
Uh, uh,
that is crazy. Like, man, it's got its own weather thing going on.
yeah, just out of the blue. The lake's open expanse allows winds to build over long distances, creating powerful gales that can reach hurricane force speeds. Mm.
Wow. These winds contribute to dangerous wave formations, sometimes exceeding 20 feet in height. This makes sailing difficult.
The infamous gales of November referenced in maritime lore are particularly devastating storms that have led to numerous shipwrecks.
During winter, Lake Michigan experiences severe freezing temperatures, leading to the formation of ice floes and dangerous navigation conditions.
Ships traveling across the lake must contend with thick ice sheets, which can damage hulls or trap vessels.
Additionally, blizzards and whiteout conditions can obscure visibility, increasing the risk of accidents. Of course, why not? I mean, you got everything else going on the lake, right?
Yeah, let's just add some snow and some freezing in there.
I think if I ever go to Michigan, I'm going to stay away from Lake Michigan.
I've actually been to Lake Michigan, at least from Indiana.
Okay,
It it wasn't bad. I mean, but it was in the middle of summer, so
I
there's
got you.
that. The unpredictable weather of Lake Michigan has contributed to hundreds of shipwrecks, many of which remain undiscovered.
Mariners and pilots must rely on advanced forecasting tools to anticipate sudden changes in weather.
The National Weather Service provides marine forecasts to help sailors navigate safely, but even with modern technology, the lake's volatile conditions continue to pose challenges.
Magnetic anomalies. Some researchers suggest that magnetic declination and deviation in the area may interfere with navigation systems, causing confusion for sailors and pilots. Well, I mean, if you're using a compass, that I could see how that could really mess you up
For sure. For sure. Just
because,
throw a magnet next to a compass that's supposed to point true north or something.
well, I mean, it would especially be devastating for pilots because it helps them navigate up and down as
Mm,
well as east, west, north, and south.
right.
So, wow, I mean, so all right, so you got weather that can change on a dime. You got blizzards that can pop up in the wintertime. Let's just add some magnetic
Mag
anomalies.
yeah, exactly.
Like what else? What else can we throw on this lake here?
I think we're just missing the Lake Placid business.
Oh wow.
Yeah. That would be wild. The Lake Michigan Triangle has long been associated with mysterious disappearances and navigational anomalies, and one possible explanation involves magnetic declination and difference between true north and magnetic north.
This phenomenon can cause compass errors leading to confusion for sailors, pilots navigating the region.
Magnetic declination refers to the angle between geographic north, which is true north, and the direction a compass needle points, which is magnetic north.
Even though this sounds very small, this variation occurs because Earth's magnetic field is not perfectly aligned with its rotational axis.
Mm. The degree of declination differs depending on location and can change over time due to shifts in Earth's magnetic core.
In the Lake Michigan Triangle, magnetic declination is believed to deviate 4 to 5 degrees westward, meaning that a compass may point slightly off course compared to true north.
While this may seem minor, even small deviations can lead to significant navigational errors over long distances, especially for vessels relying solely on compass readings.
The impact of magnetic declination in the Lake Michigan Triangle can be profound.
Compass confusion. Ships and aircraft relying on traditional compasses may unknowingly drift off course.
Lost bearings. Pilots and sailors may struggle to maintain accurate headings, increasing the risk of accidents.
Miscalculations in positioning, errors in navigation can lead to vessels unknowingly entering hazardous waters or becoming lost.
Several mysterious disappearances and shipwrecks in the Lake Michigan Triangle have been attributed to navigational errors, possibly influenced by magnetic anomalies.
Scientific and paranormal theories.
While magnetic declination is well documented natural phenomenon, some researchers propose additional theories.
Localized magnetic anomalies. Some believe the Lake Michigan Triangle has unusual magnetic fluctuations, possibly caused by underground mineral deposits or tectonic activity.
Energy vortex hypothesis. Paranormal enthusiasts suggest the triangle may be home to a negative energy vortex, disrupting navigational instruments.
Hmm.
Is it aliens?
Aliens or mirror world, I guess, is the only thing that I can.
Oh, you're talking about string theory,
Well, there's string theory. Um,
multiverse?
yes. Yes. It's just our other universe. It's where it connects right there, Lake Michigan.
Oh, okay. So
It's
it's part of the
sucking
multiverse.
people in. Yeah, sucking people in.
We need to get the Flash on it.
Absolutely. Or Spider-Man.
Well, the Flash, he can create different timelines and he can work through the multiverse.
There you go. I mean, that's true. That'll work
Anyway,
too.
I don't know.
Extraterrestrial influence, UFO sightings in the region have led to speculation that unknown forces may be affecting magnetic fields.
Paranormal theories. Some believe the triangle is home to a negative energy vortex, while others speculate about an extraterrestrial activity, citing reports of UFOs and strange lights over the lake.
Hmm, maybe aliens.
Could be. I mean, I don't know. I'm not gonna say that they're not out there.
Today, advanced GPS technology has largely reduced reliance on traditional compasses, minimizing the impact of magnetic declination.
However, for vessels without GPS, understanding and adjusting for declination errors remains a crucial for safe navigation across the lake.
Despite skepticism from experts, the Lake Michigan Triangle continues to intrigue historians, researchers, and paranormal enthusiasts alike.
Whether the mysteries are due to natural forces or something more enigmatic, the region remains one of the Great Lakes' most fascinating legends.
The lake also is home to the North American Stonehenge.
Have you ever heard of this?
I did not know North America had a Stonehenge.
Well, so yeah, and guess where it's home at?
No, Lake Michigan.
Yeah, the North American Stonehenge, sometimes referred to as the Lake Michigan Stonehenge, is an intriguing underwater discovery that adds another layer of mystery to the Lake Michigan Triangle. But this just
Yeah,
keeps getting better, don't it?
it does. It does. This would go right in with ley lines, which is what I suggested at
Okay.
one point. It's on the list
It is definitely on the list. I saw it. Okay. We'll have to probably do that one down the road.
for sure. Found in the shallow waters of Grand Traverse Bay, the submerged structure bears a resemblance to the famous Stonehenge in England, leading to speculation about its origins and purpose.
Archaeologists stumbled upon this formation while conducting underwater surveys to locate shipwrecks.
Using sonar technology, researchers identified a series of large stones arranged in a circular pattern similar to the arrangement of Stonehenge.
Among these stones, one particularly remarkable boulder was found to have carvings resembling a mastodon, an extinct prehistoric elephant-like creature that roamed North America over 10,000 years ago. I wonder
Mm,
how, I mean, I guess we're going to cover it a little bit, but yeah, I mean, Lake Michigan was once land, so that would be crazy if that's there. Mm.
right, right. I like that boulder. That's a nice boulder. um, the discovery suggests that the site may have been constructed by ancient civilizations that inhabited the region during the post-Ice Age period.
If verified, this would make the structure over 9,000 years old, predating many known historical landmarks.
There are several theories that attempt to explain the origins and significance of the Lake Michigan Stonehenge.
Ancient ritual site. Some archaeologists believe the stones may have been used for ceremonial or astronomical purposes similar to Stonehenge in England.
Prehistoric navigation markers. The arrangement of stones could have served as landmarks for early inhabitants and guiding them across the lake.
Stay with us. We'll be right back.
Energy rocks, like the pop rocks you loved as a kid, but now supercharged for adults. Just pour these tasty pineapple mango or cherry berry crystals into your mouth and pop, you're on. In under 3 minutes, you'll feel clean, focused energy from natural caffeine, B12, and L-theanine without the crash. No pills, no mixing, no weird drinks, just pocket-sized popping power, ready anytime, anywhere. Energy rocks, candy with a purpose. Pop, focus, go with Energy rocks. Use code INFO on the go 20 off to get 20% off your order or click the link in the show notes.
Is success mainly caused by talent, hard work, or luck? This is Tunde, and if you fancy listening to something slightly different, check out the How I Crushed It podcast. We interview people and find out how they've managed to crush it in their careers and overcome the many obstacles along the way. We've interviewed comedians.
I mean, you're a good-looking guy as well.
I was about to say to them, I was waiting for that comment, by the way. I was like, he's beating around the bush, and he needs to go into the bush.
entrepreneurs,
If I'm running a race and like my leg gets blown off, I'm going to pick it up and hop. That's just the person that I am.
sports people, and many, many more. So check out the How I Crushed It podcast, available on all major platforms now.
Hi, everyone. I want to tell you about a unique Father's Day gift, one that'll last for generations to come, and that's with tellmail.ai. Mail captures the stories, the memories, and the wisdom, and will put it into beautifully crafted chapters. You can turn these into a hardcover book that you can share for generations. My personal experience with Tellmail is going to allow me to be able to share my childhood memories with my children, my grandchildren, and hopefully their children. If you're looking for a unique Father's Day gift, look no further than tellmail.ai. Click the link in the show notes. Natural formation. Skeptics argue that the stones may have been naturally deposited by glacier movements rather than intentionally placed by humans. So let's explain this. When the glaciers came down that actually formed the lake, it's ice pushing. So these rocks may have been pushed with this ice, and then as the glaciers subsided and left the lake, it left the rocks in place.
Is that in the center? Like, is that like where it is the deepest, where it would all pool together,
You know,
kind
I'm
of like
I,
a bowl?
I'm not exactly sure where it is in there, but where it is in the lake itself,
I don't know.
it's
That's just how I would imagine it. It's just kind of like a bowl, and it sat there in the bottom. If that was the case,
could be.
I don't know. I'm no geographer or anything.
Yeah, I'm not either. How they got there, it's anybody's guess, really.
Right. Lost civilization. Some researchers speculate that the site could be evidence of a previously unknown civilization that existed in North America thousands of years ago.
There are challenges in researching the Lake Michigan Stonehenge.
Despite its potential significance, the Lake Michigan Stonehenge remains difficult to study due to its underwater location.
I would say that would be the most challenging part of it at all. Many experts in petroglyphs and ancient carvings do not typically engage in diving expeditions, making verification of the mastodon carvings even more challenging. Well, I mean, it seems like we would have, some of these experts.
Additionally, the site has not received widespread attention, leaving many questions unanswered.
The discovery of this submerged structure within the Lake Michigan Triangle has fueled speculation about the region's mysterious reputation.
Some believe the triangle's magnetic anomalies and unexplained disappearances could be linked to ancient energy fields associated with the stone formation.
Others suggest that the site may hold historical secrets that could reshape our understanding of early civilizations in North America. And I believe if they discovered that these were placed, it would basically rewrite history.
Right, right. And before we end here are some interesting facts about Lake Michigan.
Largest lake entirely in the U.S., Lake Michigan is the only one of the Great Lakes that is entirely within the United States, while the others share borders with Canada.
Connected to Lake Huron, though culturally considered separate, Lake Michigan and Lake Huron are technically one lake, connected by the Straits of Mackinac.
Home to the largest freshwater sand dunes, the Sleeping Bear Dunes National Lake Shore, and other dunes along Michigan's western coast form the largest collection of freshwater sand dunes in the world. That I didn't even know freshwater sand dunes were a thing.
Me either.
Mm.
Although I feel like I should have.
Yeah, same. I feel like I knew it, but maybe I just
Kind of overlooked it.
yeah.
Same. The Lake Michigan Triangle Mystery. Lake Michigan has its very own version of the Bermuda Triangle, known as the Michigan Triangle, where ships and planes have mysteriously disappeared, and some believe it is linked to an underwater Stonehenge like rock formation.
Which is the basis of this episode.
Right.
Powerful waves. Storms on Lake Michigan can produce waves as high as 20 feet, making it one of the most dangerous Great Lakes for navigation.
That's still wild to me.
That is crazy. You know, that is,
Just, just hanging out on the lake and then, bam, 20 foot wave, 20 feet of water.
Yeah, that
Mm,
that is insane.
that's a
Or
lot of
or
water.
blizzards on the lake, which I have heard survival stories where people go out ice fishing on the lake and get lost in like whiteouts and stuff like that.
Right, right. I can see that,
Yeah.
especially where it is in the north, you know.
Yeah.
The name Michigan comes from the Ojibwe word Michigami, meaning great water.
Formed by glaciers, Lake Michigan, like the other Great Lakes, was formed by glaciers during the last ice age, shaping the landscape and water system we see today.
Vital freshwater source. The Great Lakes, including Lake Michigan, provide drinking water to over 40 million people and account for 90% of the surface freshwater in the United States. Wow. That's wild.
Yeah, that is crazy. Diverse marine life. Lake Michigan is home to a variety of fish species, including lake trout, salmon, and perch, making it a popular destination for fishing enthusiasts. I would love to go lake trout fishing, or I would even love to catch a salmon.
That'd be pretty cool.
I think that would be that's on my bucket list.
Okay. Sounds good to me.
Yeah.
Major shipping route. The lake plays a crucial role in the commerce and transportation with ports in Chicago, Milwaukee, and Muskegon, facilitating trade and travel.
Wow, that's Lake Michigan. Who would have knew? It has its own weather pattern,
Right.
which is not a pattern at all. It's just random.
It's yeah, just throwing it out there every which way.
What is that thing you say? A mixed bag of Skittles?
Yeah,
I mean, it's got everything, right? It's got a Stonehenge, it's got magnetic anomalies, it's got blizzards, it's
the
got
portal to the multiverse.
yeah, the portal to the multiverse. I mean, I could see how back in the day, if the magnetic anomalies could really upset travel because people back then, or still today, use compasses and that could really throw things off.
For sure. Especially yeah, with magnetic anomalies. Oof.
And then the random weather, like it would
Mm,
be like, okay, well, it looks like it's going to rain today. I'm going to take my umbrella to the beach just in case. And then you get a
yeah.
hailstorm or
Yeah. Yeah. The fish, the sky is falling.
yeah, there you go. Hey, if anybody lives on Lake Michigan, write in and let us know how these weather conditions can really change.
Yeah, or affect you. How do we don't because we have no reality with that section of the United States, really.
No, really, I don't, and I would love to learn more. And, if you want to learn more, there's a lot of stuff out there about Lake Michigan, and I do mean a lot. Just try not to go down the rabbit hole on the make Lake Michigan Triangle, though.
I'm sure it's a big one.
Yeah,
Good.
that's pretty much all I've got, Kat.
Me too. If you would like to support this podcast,
Click the support or Patreon links in the show notes.
William and I want to thank you for listening.
Yes, thank you for listening.
Join the Facebook group at Info on the Go
Share with us your show ideas.
or ask us a question.
Subscribe and follow us wherever you get your podcast.
Send us a text using the link in the show notes or leave a review.
Email us at
infoonthegopodcast@gmail.com.
yes, that is all one word. Till next time.
Stay curious.